son by myself, a woman, and a male approached me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss, I don't know why in the he was approaching me or what he was trying to do." And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me."
Yo, what is going on, guys? Hope you're doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself. I've got a video for you here from the Modern King titled, "Modern Women Are Doomed. New Divorce Law Ruins the Divorce Industry." Now, not to waste any of your time, let's jump right to the video.
However, in an effort to be sustainable, reduce, reuse, recycle per se, I'm thinking that we take all men to Alcatraz Island, and they are not allowed to leave until they take a lesson on how to revert their internalized misogyny, and only until they've passed a test that we women decide, are they allowed to leave Alcatraz Island? Let me know what you think. I think it could be great.
This woman, on an effort to make society more sustainable, wants to forcefully put men in Alcatraz Island to internalize their misogynistic ways by having men take a test. What this woman suggests is absolutely ridiculous. How can society be more sustainable if men are forced to go to Alcatraz Island against their own will? It will not lead to a more sustainable environment. It would lead to society crumbling down because there won't be any men to maintain it. Secondly, how will she forcefully put men in Alcatraz Island? In order to do that, she will need the strength of men to do so. And thirdly, why forcefully put men in Alcatraz Island to begin with? Men do not deserve that type of treatment. This woman's hatred for men is made apparent in this clip. Perhaps the reason why she hates all men is because of what a small percentage of men have done, which led her to believe that all men are just these pure evil beings who do nothing but oppress women. But far be it from the truth. Not all men are as evil as she thinks they are. There are men out there who do things for the benefit of others. But this woman wants to forcefully put men in Alcatraz Island regardless of what those men have done. But that in all is wrong. You can't blame all men for what a small percentage of men have done.
I'm a single mom of 3, okay? And regardless, I have to hold it down for my kids because I don't have a choice. I'm just so angry. Like, I just do everything for my kids on my own all the time. And it makes me so mad that these guys just come out here and have babies and they don't for their kids. And let me tell you who's the real gangster. Because it's not you. It's not you that's been in and out of prison not taking care of your kids. Because I'm sure that a lot of you women can relate. The gangsters are the ones out here raising our kids on our own, trying to figure out, because instead of making excuses, going to prison so we don't have to take responsibility.
This woman calls herself a gangster mother for raising her child alone, even though raising a child is a basic thing. Yes, it is wrong for a man to abandon his child and leave them to be raised by their mothers. But the women who suffer this should also be careful whom they choose to have a child with. Yes, there are men out there who just want to have some bedroom fun with women. And as soon as those women get pregnant and have a child, then the men run away and abandon the child to their mother. And women need to watch out for such men and be careful whom they choose as a partner.
Somehow we've reached the point in time where women are now posting mental breakdown videos in their car, screaming and crying because they made eye contact with a man.
The anger I get from making eye contact with a man is like so ridiculous sometimes. Look at the hives I just got, literally just from making eye contact with a man. I literally feel so disgusted. I feel like... Don't look at me!
What? Recording yourself breaking out in hives and screaming in a parked car because a man looked at you is a new low and a new ick. You see, this is exactly why men keep their eyes down at the gym, because one wrong glance and suddenly you're the villain on a TikTok meltdown video. What's even crazier is she's getting praised and validated all over the internet. People saying, yes, queen, set boundaries. No, she needs help. This is not empowerment. This is a grown woman melting down in her car because she was acknowledged by another human being. I thank God every single day that I found a woman who is not like this. A woman who actually respects men, not a woman who walks through life assuming every guy is a predator. This right here is just emotional instability. Most guys go to the gym to just work out and leave, but women like this, they turn basic male existence into a full-blown trauma episode. It's not that men are scary, it's that some women are just so far gone. They've created some imaginary villain just to stay angry.
If a man is looking at a woman in today's world, it gives her hives. But if a man is looking down at the ground in the gym, then that man is insecure. It seems that modern women always find a reason to complain about what men do.
Recently made a video about this chick who started screaming and breaking out in hives because a man looked at her.
Don't look at me!
She saw the video, she didn't like it.
One of my videos is playing, I will very obviously a joke. Like any normal person will watch that video and be like, oh, this is a joke. That's why I know Bermudez have sent him so many messages talking about like, people are trying to reach me at my job. I think it's just so crazy. The fact that I am making a joke about not wanting male attention. Like, incel final boss is directing all his hate at me, from men specifically.
This woman obviously won't like the video because she's being called out for her behavior. And when you call out the behavior of a modern woman, you're the bad guy, and she's the victim. In their eyes, it's called oppression.
Instead of messaging me and saying, I'm sorry, can you just take down the video? She proceeds to make another meltdown video talking about the violent thoughts in her head and how she's gonna send people to heaven.
I don't need any more lessons. The next lesson, I'm gonna send them straight to heaven. I'm not even gonna say the most violent thought in my head.
She finally messaged me saying she's getting hate and I should leave her alone. And the classic line, I was joking.
It's not that man's fault for her getting hated on social media. It's her fault because she went out and humiliated herself. And now she even says that she is going to end the lives of men because they looked at her for half a second. This is absolutely insane.
You were. It's always a joke after the meltdown goes public. This wasn't that deep. I reacted to something you posted online. That's how the internet works. But instead of owning it, you spiral, you threaten, you delete, you play victim, you blame me. This is exactly what happens when emotional instability gets an iPhone. It's not that men are dangerous, it's that sanity is rare. And women like this are proving it every single day. Listen, all I'm gonna say is if eye contact with a man sends you into a full-on breakdown with hives and screaming, dating is probably not gonna be your next step. Therapy.
This woman said this was a joke, but people can clearly see that she was serious. Everybody knows that a joke is meant to be funny, but this woman was not being funny. Nothing in her video was meant to be satire. She was clearly being serious.
民法典婚姻家事编司法解释2马上就要施行了。
Brothers, everyone pay attention. Starting from February 1st, the Judicial Interpretation 2 of the Marriage and Family chapter of the Civil Code has officially been implemented. This judicial interpretation consists of 21 articles, and many of the changes in these articles have truly caught those gold diggers off guard, especially the one about adding a spouse's name to the property title after marriage, which has undergone a huge transformation.
It's absolutely insane that whenever there are laws that support men with regard to divorce, women will start to complain that it's not fair because their retirement plan has now been made illegal. Divorce laws have been implemented to give women many advantages to gain incentives for men, which is very sad.
You see, in the past, if the name of a spouse was added to the property title, many people would think that this meant half of the house was freely given to the other party as a gift. But now, this operation of adding a name to the property title has become completely different. The property that belonged to one person before marriage, even after adding the spouse's name, still belongs to the original owner. What's even more surprising is that in the past, if the parents paid for the house for their child and the names of both spouses were on the property title, the general public would think that the house was a gift from the parents to the couple. But now the situation has changed. The new rule clearly states that if the parents pay for the house will belong to the side of the parent who paid. In other words, the property belongs to whoever paid for it. For women, this means that marriage is no longer an insurance box. In the past, many women thought that after marriage, if their name was added to the property title, it was a kind of security from their husband. But now, if a woman does not have economic ability when it comes to divorce, there's not much she can take with her. In fact, she might end up with nothing. For men, the impact of this change is even—
It's absolutely diabolical for women to marry a man only to divorce him moments later in order to get half of what that man owns. This has been a trend for modern women, which has resulted in huge losses for the men.
I'm gonna downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girlfriend, I was f***ing you.
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade,
But part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bins. I want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage.
This woman got so used to living the lifestyle that that man provided for her, that even though they broke up, she still expects the man to pay her bills and still provide for her. Basically still providing the type of lifestyle that that man used to give her while they were still dating. Keep in mind that they were not even married, by the way.
I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot. So this guy, I am alone with my son, by myself, a woman, and a male approached me in a parking lot. He's, excuse me, miss, I don't know why he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, excuse me, ma'am. And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, do not approach me.
This woman got freaked out by a man who was standing 30 feet away because he was speaking to her. Not only that, but she even yelled at that man to not approach her. This woman's actions are absolutely insane. There's probably a 0% chance that that man would try and harass her. He probably wanted to ask her a basic question. But this woman just straight up yelled at that man to not approach her. This is one of the reasons why men don't approach women anymore. If the woman you're approaching considers you unattractive or you're an average dude, then she would attribute it to creepy behavior, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Screams insecurity. Did you just call me insecure? Just screams it.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Did you just call me insecure? What's wrong with you?
The way you're acting has to be.
You think I'm insecure? I don't give a about who you're coming into restaurants in IB with. I don't care.
In today's society, women usually call men insecure. But when the woman is called out, then it's immediately insulting. The double standard is absolutely unreal.
You could be insecure.
Nala.
Yeah, because why you acting like how you are?
Turn around. Oh my God. No, I can't watch that.
Anyways, guys, restaurants closed. Restaurants closed. Restaurants closed.
No, but wait.
Restaurants closed.
Hey, we're all here right now today.
Restaurants closed.
We're all here right now today, so I want to know.
He said I'm an insecure big back brisket.
You serious?
This woman, by the way that she's acting, actually shows that she's insecure. But if you ask why would a secure person ever cause such a scene, then they would immediately call you insecure while throwing a temper tantrum.
Oh, that's not a slave, that's a basic adult chore.
I wonder what's being compared to. Slavery. It must be absolutely dreadful.
Really, buddy? Really? Then why don't you do it? Why don't men do it?
Do what? I mean, this must be absolutely awful.
Why can't men do the dishes? Why can't they cook? Why can't they do laundry if it's just a basic adult chore?
This woman calls doing basic chores around the house slavery. Women like this just assume that men are incapable of doing their own chores, even though men have been doing so for thousands of years.
Really? This needs to be explained? That in our modern world, those actually do constitute basic human chores that responsible individuals, and not just adults, do on a daily basis. Take care of themselves, their household, their clothes, their dishes. This is amazing.
Then why don't you guys do it? Why do you need a woman to do it for you?
Well, that really drove the point home, didn't it? Yes, indeed. But, probably a lot more men would be willing to help out around the house if they weren't told that they were doing it wrong when they did it. But probably don't want to discuss that now, do we?
Even if the man does everything right when it comes to the chores, they would still complain for not receiving recognition, for accomplishing what she would consider the impossible. She will require a thank you for the bare minimum. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's video. If you have any thoughts about this, be sure to leave your comments on the comment section below. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It will always be appreciated. And have a wonderful rest of your day. And, as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.